Welcome to Jeff's Changes for Life, the art of unlearning, breaking free from conditioned beliefs. Before we begin, the disclaimer. This program in no way, shape, or form is a substitute for anybody that needs professional, medical, or psychological attention or treatment. What if I told you that some of your beliefs guiding your life right now aren't even yours? That some of the things you hold as truth were simply handed to you by your parents, your teachers, society, without ever asking if they were actually true. Today, we're going to talk about something that can change your life in a way that no new information ever could: the art of unlearning. Because sometimes the real key to growth isn't about adding more knowledge, but about letting go of what no longer serves you. Let's understand conditioned beliefs. From the moment you were born, we start absorbing beliefs. Some directly taught to us, others picked up without us even realizing it. We learn what's right and what's wrong, what's possible and what's impossible, what's expected of us, and who we're supposed to be. We're people pleasers. We start out on a track that on the surface seems like a great idea, but is all wrong because we're born to please our parents, to make them proud, to do as they wish, to follow their direction. That doesn't leave a lot of room for individuality. Believe it or not, these beliefs become the invisible script of our lives, and we don't usually question them until something happens that makes us realize we're stuck, we're unhappy. We keep repeating the same patterns, and we start to wonder, is this really the way it has to be? Let's talk about the signs you need to unlearn. Black and white. Jeff's black and white right here. So how do you know when it's time to unlearn? Well, for instance, you feel stuck, like no matter what you do, nothing changes. You keep repeating patterns in relationships, work, or life, and you don't know why. You struggle with self-doubt or imposter syndrome. Even when you're doing well, you feel like you're living someone else's life, following expectations, not passion. Change makes you deeply uncomfortable because you're clinging to the old ways of thinking. If any of this sounds familiar, don't worry. You're not alone, and the good news, you can break free. So let's talk about the science of unlearning. And it is a science. Here's something fascinating. Your brain is designed to change. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, the ability of your brain to rewire itself, to replace old connections with new ones. And that means unlearning isn't just possible, it's natural. But here's the catch. Oh, that dastardly catch. Your brain loves patterns. It loves routine, even when those routines are hurting you. That's why unlearning isn't easy, because it feels uncomfortable at first. But if you push through this discomfort, you open the door to real, lasting change. As always, black and white, there's steps to break free from conditioned beliefs. So how do you actually unlearn? Here's where the real work begins. First, we have to heighten our awareness. We have to identify the beliefs holding you back. I hate to break it to you, but you can't change what you don't see. So start asking yourself, what beliefs have I been living by? Where did they come from? And are they true? Let's dive into an example. Maybe you grew up believing that success means working yourself to exhaustion. But is that actually true? Or is it just what you were told? What if success could mean balance instead? At this point, I am going to add a new power statement. And this is not something that you're going to use, but something you're going to internalize, something you're going to begin to live by. Question everything. Question everything you see, everything you hear, and it doesn't mean bog your mind down so that you're just incapable of doing anything. But when something is told to you, question it. Look at both sides. Open your mind. So, why on earth would I say something like that? Just because something's always been a certain way doesn't mean it's the right way. Challenge your own thoughts. Play the what if game. What if you believe the opposite? How would your life change? By doing this, you reframe your story. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, reframe it. I haven't learned this yet. Instead of, I have to be perfect, say, I grow through my mistakes. Words matter. The way you talk to yourself matters. This section I'm going to call Act as If. Your brain doesn't just learn through thoughts, it learns through action. If you want to believe something new, start acting like it's already true. Want to feel confident? Show up as if you already are. Your brain will catch up. This is a great moment to add visualization. See yourself doing what you want to do flawlessly, over and over and over in your head. By the time you get there to do it, that is exactly what's going to happen. You will be flawless in your presentation. Change your environment. This can be a tough one because sometimes the environment is very close to you. You can't unlearn if you're constantly surrounded by people and influences reinforcing your old beliefs. Seek out new perspectives, books, podcasts, mentors, conversations. The more you expose yourself to different ways of thinking, the easier it is to shift your own. So this brings up the emotional side of unlearning. Here's something people don't talk about. Unlearning is emotional. It's not just about logic. It's about identity. Because when you let go of old beliefs, it can feel like losing a part of yourself, and that's scary. I get it. You might face resistance from yourself, from your family, from society. But here's what you need to know. It's okay to outgrow old versions of yourself. It is absolutely okay to disappoint others if it means being true to yourself. And it's okay to step into the unknown because that's where real freedom is. The real-life success stories are just uncountable. People have unlearned toxic beliefs, have rebuilt their lives from the ground up. They've walked away from careers they hated, relationships that drained them, and identities that never truly fit. They've rewritten their stories, and so can you. The journey of unlearning is continuous. Unlearning isn't a one-time thing. It's a lifetime journey. You'll always be shedding old beliefs and adopting new ones. The key is to stay open, stay curious, and never stop questioning. So here's my challenge to you. Find one belief today that might not be serving you anymore. Question it, challenge it, and if it's not true, let it go. Because the moment you stop letting the past define you is the moment your future becomes yours to create. As always, I'm Jeff with Changes for Life, and today's gonna rock because we're working on ourselves, and I can't think of a better thing to do when it brings us closer to our peace. Have an awesome day. See you next time.